done through the church. Which means, going back to the Nicene Creed, the Christian good news of the Savior is the only way to save. Others can take you from kindergarten to 5th grade to 10th grade, high school, but if you really want to go to the highest level, the PhD level, the ultimate level of being saved, you have to come through us. So they had to sign, but then they had to clarify what they mean by respect and to qualify respect. Then came 9/11, 2001. And after 9/11, the Muslims in US were certainly very shaken up because there were a lot of attacks on them. Certainly there was this Hindu-Muslim bye-bye going on. Muslims very interested where we all one another. Certainly. So I was invited by some people in Dallas to speak on all this religious harmony, and a radio station which was owned by a Pakistani, South Asian radio station. They interviewed me, and then they had callers calling with questions. So I explained mutual respect. I believe in mutual respect, not tolerance. So this lady calls. Later I was told she's a well-known activist, Pakistani activist, big community leader in Dallas. At the time I didn't know who she is. So she calls and says, Rajiv ji, congratulations, welcome to Dallas. On behalf of all the Muslim community, I want to thank you for your great statement about mutual respect, and I tell you, we Muslims really believe in mutual respect also. Thank you. So you see, this is where most Hindus who aren't to take it further. You have to push it further. So I said, I'm very glad that you respect me, and I'll explain what all my faith entails that you are respecting. And I mentioned all the things that they are meant for. So I said, I'm very glad that you respect me. So let me explain that my faith, I do worship images.
Idols.
We believe in karma and incarnation, not eternal paradise or hell after one birth. And the divine can be also worshipped as feminine.
Right. Very true.
So she hung up. See, I had to call her bluff. So this is the point, that the tradition of mutual respect. I always tell when I'm arguing with theologians from Christianity and Jesuits, we tell them all the time, Hindus are afraid of this, but I have enough full paksha on them, I can do it. So when they say, when we are talking about how open-minded they are, this and that, I always make offers which they can't accept. This is a strategy. You make an offer which is very equal. I'm doing this for you, I'm giving you $20, you give me $20. Now you can't say no to that, right? So I say this kind of offers. So I say, for example, I'll get you a Hindu community and a temple where we'll have a quid pro quo, reciprocal relationship with your church. We will install Jesus as an Ishta Devata, and in your church you will install our deities as divine. Will you do that? No way. Now, I can go on, but to save time, I'll just refer you. You go to my website, this book, www.beingdifferentbook.com. beingdifferentbook.com. One of the tabs is called videos. When you click videos, there are two groups. One is academic events, and the other is public square, non-academic events. In the public square, one of the videos is with my 1.5-hour discussion with Mark Tully. Mark Tully is a famous BBC correspondent, Anglican church member, but loves India, loves Hinduism, lives in India, very great fan of Indian culture, dharma, all that. It's a 1.5-hour discussion with Mark Tully, and he's such a broad-minded guy. But the purpose of the discussion is for me to show to the viewers that even a guy like that can only go so far, but there's an edge. He starts out by saying, great book, Amit, but I don't like the fact that you are wanting us to be different. What should you say? So I say, okay, let's be same on my terms. You can be same as me. He sort of doesn't quite know what I'm saying. I'm saying, if you mean I have to be same as you, then you are converting me. But you can be same as me. I have no problem. So for example, let's say our deities and Jesus. Both are different forms of the same state. That would be nice. So, if a temple is willing to install Jesus, is the church willing to install our deities? And he said, well, that will be a problem because, then we'll be accused of polytheism. I said, okay, then you can't do the same. What are you talking about? Then I go on, then he again says, yeah, but again we talk about difference, we talk about being saved. So I say, okay, we have a principle of reincarnation and karma. So, you will accept that? Do you accept that? And he says, that will have some problem there. My church is not going to. So I go on explaining the difference. He can't accept our point of view. He goes on coming back to let's be same. And then I tell him let's be same on my terms. And here is another difference. And then he can't accept that difference. And we go on and on for 1.5 hours. I really would like you to please watch that. Because that is the cutting edge of how to answer, how to talk with somebody who's being so nice, very decent, gentleman, thorough, good guy. I love him as a friend. And it's not his fault because he's as broad-minded as his church membership allows him to be. And he can't be out of line with his church. It's a congregational group organization, not an individual organization. Membership oriented, it will be in violation, it will be thrown out, all that stuff. So it's not the fault of the Christians, this is the group they are in. So when we are talking about multiculturalism, I'm telling you that the multiculturalism of Christianity goes only so far. It allows you to have tolerance. It allows you to be the same on their terms. It allows you to get digested ultimately. And the multiculturalism of the secularism and the Enlightenment tradition of the West is denial of the spirituality as we understand it. So those multiculturalism are qualified. Hindu Dharma, without wanting to put restrictions on your belief, says you come as long as you leave us alone. As long as you leave us alone, you can do whatever you want. As long as you leave us alone. This is proven by countless years of history. India has an unprecedented history of multiculturalism, pluralism, and all these kind of things. Unparalleled anywhere in the world. And Western universalism has an unparalleled world history of conquest, digestion, oppression, making others like them, and so on. And I don't think you can argue that this is all both the same.
Thank you very much for being here, sir. I'm learning a lot. My question is around what's happening in the last 15-20 years in India. I'm referring to the influx of American businesses and American food, American lifestyle, American thinking. I'm curious to know your opinion and if you can compare and contrast that with digestion.
Yeah. Headlines, Starbucks has arrived in India, we will do real well. That's kind of a headline, Starbucks come. So we're measuring ourselves. What we celebrate is that these brands have come, we are also like Americans. This kind of thing. So I think it's a very important point. One of the digestions is aesthetics of eating, aesthetics of dress, aesthetics of music. The aesthetic realm of digestion versus difference is discussed in I believe it's chapter 4 of this book, where the title of the chapter is Order and Chaos. It's a very profound topic of order and chaos. We didn't even touch this today, but I explain how we cognize disorder, what they call disorder, what they call chaos. We don't see it that way, but decentralization, ambiguity, doubt, improvisation, how we come to who we are, whereas the Western thought is very rule-based, very rule-based. So, the idea of Western brands, Western corporatization, and what I call the same-sex economy, is a huge impact that is going to have a price in terms of diluting the Dharmic civilization. The economic models we have of how an enterprise competes and how it continues from generation to generation are being taken apart. and the aesthetics we have and the choice of lifestyle, how it is changing, the role models are changing, the values are changing. This is all part of digestion. And so we may end up like Philippines became a second-class Western universalist state. Contrast Philippines and China, or Philippines and Japan. Those two, China and Japan, retain their civilizational heritage. But Philippines, due to the colonial background and the way they were colonized and transformed and Christianized, they lost their music, they lost their dress, they were very, Western. And so they, except for people in the villages who are poor, the more metro-oriented people, they are 50 years ahead or 75 years ahead of India in terms of becoming Americanized. So that didn't get them to be first class like Americans in terms of rights and privileges and status, and they lost it. They're neither here nor there. So the lure of Western universalism, being digested to Western universalism, makes you a second-class person in that universalism, because you're not on your own feet on the foundation that universalism has. They have understood themselves, their history, their way things work so much better. You are always an outsider. So I have completely different thoughts on what is going on and whether this 9% growth which they claim will materialize, which I don't think will materialize. The problems coming along, it's not sustainable. But even if it were materialized, it will make a few people very rich. It's not going to trickle down to such a huge economy and have the whole class. So we may end up with the top 50%, 50 million, 100 million, 150 million becoming like Americans. Gas guzzling, car economy, oil and gas being used up, 70% imported. It is not sustainable. So the lifestyle, which is highly sustainable in India for the Indian climate, for the Indian way of life, Indian values, you import and graft another lifestyle, it is just not possible to make Indians Americans. It is not going to happen. So what you create is not problems, because you create an expectation which you can't deliver. If you create an expectation and deliver it, that's a different matter. Then we could argue whether it's good or bad, but at least it's achievable. You cannot make, India has 9 times the population density, 3 times the population, but 1/3 of the land. So 9 times, 10 times roughly the population density of the United States. So with much less water, much less irrigation, much less oil, you got so much more population. You cannot have Indians have the per capita consumption of Americans. You can keep making more roads and more roads, but let's say Indian per capita, ownership of cars, automobiles, became like Americans. We'd have 10 times as many cars. We'd have to have 3 times as many cars, 5 times as many cars as the United States, but in a small area. So the whole India would be like a parking lot. Because there's so many, we have 20 lanes, 50 lanes, we still not have enough. So it is not sustainable and achievable to become like somebody else, because their basis is certain natural resources, certain amount of capital, certain amount of land, certain kind of population density. We do not have that, so we cannot mimic them. It's a foolish thing to do. But that's a very important thing.
Before I say my question, I would like to apologize if George can answer, because I came in the middle of the speech, and I'm 12, and philosophy is a very new concept to me. And my question is, why is it bad to be digested? Because you're being digested by another religion, or civilization, etc. And that religion still, the goal of religion is to give hope. And it still is giving hope through different people. You're just being digested by another civilization. And I don't find that bad at all. Because you're still getting the end result as hope, the different effect. Like Christianity gives hope, Hinduism gives hope, etc. While philosophy it achieves the same thing as hope without having deities or certain rules in some sense. But that's my question. Why is it so bad to be digested?
Good. I love these kind of questions. Very honest and it's a very important question. A lot of people are confused about this, and it's good to have this discussion and back and forth debate. You see, if many people offer hope, they're not necessarily interchangeable. A lot of doctors offer hope. One may be a quack, one may be curing you, one may be saying, I'll give you medicine A, and that will cure you, and the other guy has a different medicine B, and he says this will cure you. They are not interchangeable just because they offer hope. So every brand offers hope and solution, the good life. Every car brand offers you that this is the best, but it doesn't mean that you don't make a choice of which car is right for you. Every song offers you enjoyment and whatnot, but that doesn't mean you don't have a preference of one song versus another. So if you have many claims, many ideas, many religions, many faiths, just because they are all offering you hope doesn't mean that they are all the same. So they may be the same. It's like many cuisines offer you good taste, good nutrition and all that, but then you still prefer dosa over, pizza or something. You want pizza over dosa. So the point I'm making is you cannot mix up the fact that everybody offers hope with the assumption that they're all offering you the same thing. They're not. And in our tradition, the Kauravas and the Pandavas were also offering hope. They both had claims of truth. The Devas and the Asuras also offering hope, offering truth. Bin Laden offering hope. Hitler offering hope. Ravana offering hope and truth. So if you start saying that all claims of hope and all the statements that claim to be truth are the same as each other, then you're going to be very confused. Then that is called moral relativism in philosophy. That means that you are not able to differentiate between one and another, and everything is just as good. It's like you would not know between a medicine that's good for you and a poison that's going to kill you, because each of them, somebody is offering it to you and giving hope for you. So you have to take somebody's statement, some brand claim, with a pinch of salt as to whether you accept it or whether that's somebody's claim. Even though it's somebody's claim, that doesn't mean that you necessarily have to accept it. Yeah? And so I just explained some very important differences. The idea of karma and reincarnation is a particular metaphysical axiom and a particular assumption. And the Nicene Creed, which is a requirement in the Christian Church, refutes that and vice versa. So there is a difference. If you have one, you cannot have the other. So if you are philosophically oriented, then you are taught to argue the differentiations among these worldviews, among these perspectives. So it's why at a very superficial level, it's become a common thing for our teachers to go around saying everything is same, all paths lead to the same, all rivers lead to the ocean, actually some lead to the Dead Sea also, all roads lead to the same, some will have to be sand. It's not all roads. And so all treatment plans by all doctors don't lead to the same conclusion. One guy treats this way, one guy treats that way, different pros and cons, trade-offs in risk and reward and outcome. It's not the same. So, you cannot, we've been given the power of discrimination, differentiation, discrimination as human beings. And our tradition makes a very big deal of using that wisely, cultivating it, becoming sharp. So as a 12-year-old, as you're learning, you are sharpening your knowledge on different things, and how to differentiate one versus the other. So you'll also learn how to differentiate philosophical claims. You'll also learn how to differentiate religious claims. I gave only some examples, but you have to learn how to differentiate. And that's what the book Being Different is about, teaching you how to differentiate among alternative choices that you have. But thank you for your question. Yeah?
Please stand closer to the thing when he is talking so that he can save time between.
As I mentioned before, there is also sound, but actually there is some tap or something like that.
Hi. So I think this question segues nicely from the last one, but you gave us kind of a Cliff Notes version of the differences between Dharmic religions and the Judeo-Christian traditions, where the Nicene Creed and versus karma and reincarnation. And I'm wondering if you have any advice on where to begin looking more in depth to the differences.
Well, 20 years of my own journey to understand these differences resulted in a 500-page book. So where you go in depth is read the book. And and read it, give you some advice. Do not read it as something quick. Take your time. Read a certain number of pages each day. When you come across something difficult, skip that section, go to the next section. It will be fine. It's not like if you miss a few pages then you're lost. It's not like that. Even within a chapter there are many summaries, many sections. So if a section is very difficult, you don't have to skip the whole chapter. You can skip that section, go to the next one. And in your first reading, if you get 25, 30, 50% of it, it's pretty good. And this is so dense, people have said this should be 4 or 5 books. So if you get that much, you're doing very well, you'll understand a lot. And a few points can change the whole thing to your whole outlook. Then go back second time. And now you find that most of it makes more sense because certain things are explained later which have to clarify what was earlier. I've tried that supposing sequence many times and I gave up because all these ideas are intertwined. You have to read the whole thing. So when you read the second time, it will make a lot more sense. Join my e-group. If you give your email, I put you in my discussion group which has 3,000 members. And these are people who read the book and discussing it and raising questions. So what we're doing in Q&A here happens every day. 5 or 10 posts are given. Somebody gives an example, somebody talks this, somebody talks that, and talking about this issue. In fact, we're discussing my various books. And you will help me also, you will connect with other people also. And then if you have issues still, you write to me, and I'll be more than happy to lead you where you from.
Hi, this is Rashmi, and I have a question about one of the facts that you made, that Americans, if they want to become like Hindus or think like Hindus, they need to have a sense of belonging. I've seen some of my friends really interested to know about India and Indian culture. But in general, when I came here, I realized that Americans are very independent and very individualistic in their way of life and way of thought, apart from being religious. And I don't see Americans here as religious Christians as Christians in India are religious. That's kind of difference that I'm observing. And I would like you to, and one more question that I have is vegetarianism there in any other Christian culture that is perfect contrast to Hinduism, like you said, Indian culture and Jewish can't go together, that is both complementary. So is vegetarianism that is something that can be used as universal? Thank you.
Good question. It's a common belief I argue against in this book. It's a common belief that Westerners are more individualistic and Indians are more stuck in their caste and their jati and they're stuck in a hierarchy and they're not able to think for themselves. These are stereotypes the European Indologists built about us. I argue many counter-examples. Indian music is improvisation. There's a lot of freedom, not a fixed